Yes. First
All right, and
here.
we're live, guys. Welcome back. This is Let's Hash It Out, episode 27. Right.
First of the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a telling week we have in front of us. So we'll know by next Thursday's show whether or not we have an ETF. So we'll see what goes on
derivative.
There. Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Same as the old boss.
Yeah, so anyhow.
It is. Yeah, it is what it is. Go ahead. Bring us in. I'm sorry, Dave. Bring us in.
So what to do right now, right? So I've got a few bucks on the side that I've stockpiled a little bit. I haven't bought in the last couple of months. I've just stockpiled that on the side. Now I'm looking at making another entrance, and I'm looking around at what makes sense and what doesn't.
What makes sense? Nothing.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying as far as what makes sense to purchase right now for some sort of a return for myself personally, not for, not advice in any way, shape, or form. Just, mud at the wall. Why not?
Whiskey, tequila.
Well, one thing. Let me also say this. Okay, something totally off topic. I haven't mentioned this before. So years ago, from a United States perspective, it was very difficult to purchase and acquire Theta and T-Fuel. And I want to say thank you to Change Angel for listing that. However, from a U.S. perspective, yet again, for Change Angel, could you please possibly offer an additional blockchain, which you already have the code base for? So like with Atomic Cosmos, here in the United States, we don't have a way other than KuCoin, which requires all kinds of KYC stuff, all of that. My question is, I don't have an easy way to trade for persistence, XPRT, and or for Cosmos Atom, but you have Atom on your platform. So could that possibly be a thing in the future?
Yeah, while you're
to
at
make
it,
things easier.
While you're at it, put TFT, Threefold, and LCX on it as well.
Thank you, please. Yes, TFT and LCX, please. Yes. I would
before the big boys do. Do yourself a favor before all the big boys do.
Just as a little FYI there, just throwing that out there as far as to help gain a little more market share and profits for you, and to help some other people around the globe be able to acquire some of these assets a little easier, instead of having to jump through hoops everywhere.
Yeah, makes sense.
So anyway, welcome back, guys.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Best wishes to you all.
Cheers.
Everybody made it? No one's in jail?
Not today.
Good. Salud.
So yeah, where to go to from here, right?
Well, can we stick a little bit with the ETF topic? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I think we won't get an ETF in the 8th of January or 10th of January. I don't think we'll get it. And the reason why I don't think we'll get it is because they want your money. And I don't see. There's a few things I'm going to say on this. So first and foremost, I think that it would be very stupid from the people that put their money in to buy it at a premium. So if they put in their own, ATF gets approved, institutional money goes in, price goes up, and then legislation and regulation happens for stablecoins and exchanges, June this year, October this year, and all of a sudden they buy up the exchanges because they want to buy everything of the market because it's a finite asset. And then they don't buy Bitcoin at 25 or 20K. They buy Bitcoin at 2.5 or 3 million. Bit stupid. That's 100 times more expensive for 10 months waiting. Seems a bit idiotic. Then there's an election year coming. Why crash the market before the election? Why not after the election, immediately after? Because Biden is so demented. It's all his fault. The economy tanks, and then there's all of a sudden a solution as well. Because, real estate, commercial banks, and pension funds are doing great as well, right? Treasuries are going through the fucking roof. Why not crash the whole fucking market first and then buy it up? Which brings me also to the regulation part. Because if you look at these ETFs, I think there's several big ones out there, anywhere between 13 to 17. And we all have heard about BlackRock and Fidelity and about Grayscale. And yeah, they're on top of their game. And if you look at that, then you would say, yes, you're right. They're ready for it. And I agree. I think they are ready for it. And I think they're moving smart. And I think they're moving fast. And I think they're definitely, they're the big boys. They don't mess around. So I agree. However, the SEC doesn't want to be a kingmaker, because once they approve one, they kind of want to approve everyone, because if they approve one or two or three, the whole market goes to those 2 or 3 companies. No JP Morgan, no Vanguard, no Goldman Sachs, no Berkshire Hathaway. I think that's ridiculous and bullshit. So they would probably look at approving all of them at once or none of them at once. So yeah, we're looking at like the strongest link out of those ETFs being ready, but what about those weakest links in there? I'm not saying that they are necessarily weak, but why wouldn't they, dangle this in front of us like a carrot? Have we looked at like the correction that happened a couple of days ago, where Bitcoin hardly got affected by the news, but all the alts bled, and everyone's like, fuck, I lost my money, because everyone was putting in alts because they thought if Bitcoin goes up, alt season goes up. Retail, your tree just got shaken. And then everyone's like, yeah, but on Monday, Wednesday's ETF day, so it doesn't matter. Really, you think your tree is only going to get shaken once? I think it's going to be dangled the whole fucking thing, because we're still in the fucking bear market. We're still only halfway there. The halving has yet to happen. It's a finite asset. There's different rules at play here. And I think if they buy up the entire market all at once. And I don't think they're going to do it at a premium. So that's my whole fucking conjecture for saying, I think everyone's wrong. I don't think Monday the 8th or Wednesday the 10th is going to be ETF day. And if it is going to be postponed again, it can be postponed even more. And if I'm wrong, then you're going to be a millionaire. And I apologize, and I'm sure you can forgive me. But if I'm right, you might want to think about like how you locate your portfolio, because if alt's going to bleed more than Bitcoin for the next 10 months, I'm not giving financial advice here, but it seems sensible to maybe be a little bit more leveraged in Bitcoin because it's more resistant, and also look at like, which ones are really interesting in making a move in. Is it Bitcoin Cash? Is it Litecoin? Is it maybe a DigiByte? I think it's fair to say that once those blocks fill up with the ETF and you get congestion, you want to look at other proof of work UTXOs that will have a jump. It's conjecture. I don't know which ones will be chosen, so I'm going to personally diversify into all those projects, because I think that whoever is the winner, I'll at least have profits. And I think all of them will rise, but one of them will probably rise a shit ton, because that's where the market will be allocated towards. And at least I'll have a little bit of profit. But I'd love other people's opinion on, what I just said with the ETF, but also on alternatives to Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin,
Well, I'm going to say Bitcoin Cash. Last night I was on a space that we go to every Wednesday. Seemed to be a Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash episode. And I'm starting to understand what everybody, I don't know, I remember talking to Dave about Bitcoin Cash. I said, I'm willing to throw mud at the wall. And it was pretty low. And Dave goes, yeah, and he should have bought back then, but he was waiting for a certain number, didn't hit. It was low. And we were starting to see that. We may not see it here in the United States, but Asia's using it. And I don't know if Asia's the right term, but that part of the world is definitely all over Bitcoin Cash. We're just blind to see only what we want to see. And in the long run, is it a better Bitcoin? I don't know.
I mean, it can handle more transactions. The blocks are bigger. I mean, that was the big debate. I mean, it's still a 10-minute block, though. So that does tend to,
Well,
at some point.
So what do you think about the ETF? You think it's going to be approved by the 8th or the 10th? You think Monday, Wednesday?
Here's my gut feeling on this. Just because everybody says it's going to get approved, it probably won't. Because, man, they're just pumping it. They're just, it's inevitable. We got insiders that say, I can't see it not happening. And then when you see the big,
exactly,
I agree with you. I don't think they got Bitcoin low enough. And I think this latest dump was part of that. They couldn't get it under 40,000. They don't want to even pay that. They want to pay like 30,000 for it. I mean,
or 20, or 21, 25.
Right. And so I think they've got a window of opportunity to do that if they do extend that ETF out. But here's the other thing. Say the ETF's approved and it takes, 2 months to put it in action. So that gives them a window of leeway there to where, oh, man, all this money's flowing into the ETF now, right? Well, no.
Right.
It's going to take like 8 weeks. So they've got an 8-week window where they can who knows, whatever they, want to do, whatever kind of news. Oh, my gosh, we got nuclear weapons going off in the Middle East. There's your excuse to drop it 20,000. Who knows? But I don't know.
What do you think about commercial banks going bust because of the treasuries, and then the housing market because of that is tied to commercial banks, fucked up as well. S&P 500 might take a hit. Unemployment goes up. Well, will that not change the price?
You got Reggie. You got two other things too. I mean, you still have the Evergrande thing on the 29th, right? That could be a wild card.
Yeah, everyone forgets about it.
Nobody's talking about that now. And then the other thing is, not that this matters because they always solve it, but what if they, extend it out with the whole debt ceiling and funding the government here in January and into February? They play shenanigans with that, hold that all hostage because, well, we need to close the border. Well, we want money for Israel. We want money for Ukraine, back and forth. And so shut down the government, and who knows what kind of, if they coalesce all this in and, create this panic mode, because think about it. March of 2020, almost 4 years ago, when we're clearly going up in Bitcoin, looks like we're on that track. Looks like the trajectory's up. What happened? The COVID scare. That's what they blamed it on. Then it just dumped. I mean, you look at that massive wick candle down in March 2020. Will they pull something like that again and try and knock it down and pick up coins? I think absolutely. Why wouldn't you? I don't know what it's going to be.
Right. Why wouldn't they? Exactly my point. Why wouldn't they?
They couldn't get it under 40,000 this last time. Well,
but we're talking about companies that are used to ruling the world and influencing complete markets like the gold market, the silver market, diamond market, real estate market. Why the fuck wouldn't they be able to do that?
Let me ask Clint a question since he's a concrete mixer. You know what? They keep giving us the shit that, Bitcoin more secure, Bitcoin more secure. You know about concrete. So what's the difference between a 12-foot wall over your coins and a 10-foot wall over your coins that works a lot better?
Yeah, it just depends if there's a Sasquatch outside. They can climb over.
I mean, we haven't. Litecoin hasn't been hacked.
No,
DigiByte hasn't been hacked.
Right, it's been.
And so, how thick a wall do we need? How much security do we need? And I guess we find out when we get hacked. But right now,
we're all probably gonna get hacked.
Exactly.
Whatever.
And I'm trying to. It's not that I hold everything because. Shit, I don't know which way they're playing this damn game right now.
And see, here's the way I look at it. So I look at the whole security thing, and it's like, okay, you're right. How secure do you need to be? Okay, I've got 10,000 rounds of ammo. I've got guard towers here and there. Well, what's 3 more? What good's it going to do?
Yeah.
You've already got everything covered. It's like, okay, it's just kind of does it really matter? And at what cost? Well, the cost is it takes you a lot more time to do anything when it's transactional level. And see, that's my biggest thing. I've used Bitcoin Cash. I don't care to do it. I'm not saying it's bad, but I just don't. It's a 10-minute block. It's too long. I like it. I like Litecoin.
No.
Low. And you know what I mean? But those work. And it's like, pick whichever one you want. Now, on the bigger scale, who's going to be the winner that gets chosen first is really what it comes down to, because they're all going to be winners, I think. It's just which one.
There's going to be a long term.
Yeah. So long term.
That's long term.
It matters. It's just what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter. But you know what? Right now, yeah, they're as long as they keep picking it, and as long as they keep going, well, the reason Bitcoin is $40,000 is more secure. No,
No,
it
it's
does
just
more.
because
No, it doesn't do more. I mean,
it does
let's
less.
break it down. Let's break
There's
it
fewer
down.
transactions than Litecoin right now.
If I were to go, if I had a
BitBay.
choice and I had to move my money around, would I use Bitcoin Cash or would I use Bitcoin? Would I use I would everything. I'm still not that I move much around, but if I'm going to something, I'm going to go to Litecoin, trade Litecoin. I know how it works. I know everything about it. Boom, and it's a go-to, and it's all over the world. I agree that Bitcoin Cash is an Asian market, and it wouldn't take long for other people to adopt. But right now, Litecoin's got a pretty good name. I mean, the Lee brothers are pretty well versed
established
all over the world.
Yeah. I mean, look at what the latest information on BitPay, the biggest processor of, crypto payments, essentially. Their latest for the month, Litecoin's like 38% of usage compared to Bitcoin 20-something%. I mean, it's outpacing Bitcoin now, whereas it used to be all Bitcoin. So
why you got to bring that up?
It's actually being used.
Yeah, why you got to bring that up?
Because it's a usable coin, and so for payments, it's a better coin.
Yeah, you're not supposed to give good news.
Yeah,
I think that's not the agenda right now. I really thought that they were. I don't know. They had some great speakers and very eloquent speakers. My thing is, if they're that eloquent in speaking, they haven't looked to see what some of these other coins do.
Right.
They DigiByte.
Well, about one coin or one.
And they are very. Oh my gosh, these people are trained. And in other words, I felt, and I'm not saying it was a good space. I did learn, but it's almost like they're leading the people off of Litecoin, which is still one of my best holdings because it's doing everything. It's in the right places. It's just flying underground. Dude, it's a hell of a buy. Go down. Let's go. Let's get it back down to $50.
You know what my problem is? You know what my problem is with that? Is that and I don't proclaim that I know everything for sure as fuck. I don't. But how does anyone know who the winners will be? Look, that's my whole. That's my whole. And if you do, then you have to break it down for me. Then you have to say, I think this one is going to win. Okay, I'm all fucking ears. Don't get me wrong. I'll actually lock myself in my house. I'll cancel all my appointments, and I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to look up every single fucking thing you say. And if you're right, I am going to move my money there. So and I'm going to retweet the shit out of it and give you all the credit for you. Don't get me wrong. I'll tell everyone. But
I could tell you historically.
If you're just going to tell me, this asset is going to do this because, I feel it in my gut or in my balls or in my knees. I don't care where. But then I think it's fucking useless.
Yeah, historically, Litecoin stays level, down low, price under and when everybody is fucking given up and switched their Litecoin for everything else but Litecoin, it'll pop like I think it was number one last time it ran to its all-time high because it whooped everybody's ass.
And that's what happens, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. I guess when we're looking at price of everything, and I guess the argument is which one's going to do well, and when we say well, we mean price, probably. Which one's going to make more money
but if you're looking at price, the only thing that can hold liquidity is things that are regulated. Because otherwise you just get the same shit as that you had in other alt seasons. And then we know that Litecoin and Ethereum is still, good thing to buy. But if you're looking at regulation, once that kicks in, some assets will just don't perform anymore because it's going to be about fundamentals. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah, but we've had this issues before where we've had national disasters. And immediately the next day, we had regulations. We're sitting here 14 years into this shit.
Yeah, but it's global,
other countries seem to have regulations, but we don't have regulations.
No, you have the same regulation happening in the U.S., I think, that you have in Europe. And I'm probably going to die on that hill. but it's almost the same. It's almost fucking identical.
Yeah, I think you're
But
right.
you can't.
If you want price to go up, I mean, then you're going to have regulation, because all that money that's sitting not in that asset yet needs to be in that asset. It has to be regulated for them to get into that asset. So if you want it to soak up dollars, the dollars that are out there, I mean, Litecoin's always going to work. I mean, somebody's going to mine. I'll mine it if all the miners shut down. I'll run a laptop again and mine it. So it will work, and it's going to be useful. It's just that, is it going to, soak up the trillions of dollars that are out there at that point? If it's not, regulated, if it's like security or whatever, if it's
well, I've got some suggestions.
Probably won't do it then.
I got a buddy named Diamond, last name Diamond, first initial J. Maybe we get him. I got some more. Wait, Gary Gensler. Maybe they could collaborate and give us some regulations.
Well, they are, because the regulations that the SEC is doing is through the court cases.
Congress can't.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I guess
that they're setting a precedent. They're setting a precedent.
Here's the problem, Steak. Nobody ever wins against the SEC. And so you're going into a loaded trial, how did that work out for some of these crypto developers that are now, how many people have we lost? How many crypto coins are no longer in the U.S. because of these stupid son of a bitch?
Yeah, but maybe a court case versus the SEC is the government stamp of approval, because either you win or you lose, it doesn't matter.
We have it, XRP.
And not only XRP, there's a lot more. There's library, there's Dragon Chain.
There's library, there's this, there's that. What has changed? What has changed?
Well, a lot, actually, but it has yet to come into effect.
Then I guess we wait. Yeah, it's very important to know those coins, and like I said, I want it to be, dude. It's just that we're tired of playing we're tired of waiting to play the fair game. I think most of us have played the fair game with the mouse.
I'm not tired. I'm not tired anymore.
You're not old. Yeah, I know. You have all that herbs and.
It's never going to be fair, is it? Is it ever going to?
Yeah, no, and you know what we're just old enough now. Thank God that you've learned it at a young age, Steak. But we're old enough now that we already know that whatever we hear, whatever news we're hearing, that's not what's going to happen.
No, exactly.
I don't know.
So I don't. But I just think
I got a guy that gives me an alert every day on silver.
Right. Someone's laughing. Is that guy called Dave?
No. That's part of the family. It's part of the family, but and more power to him. I think what he's saying is right. I think he's saying 100% right. But that's not the reality right now, because of which way we're going. Dude, I put my foot into it, but I'm not afraid to go into it and even discuss it with him, because I would discuss that matter. We keep waiting. I've been waiting. I've been a bug for a long time, and there is no change. And one of these days it will. I agree. I don't know what day that'll be, but right now,
it will be.
Where am I going to make my money? On the volatile market.
It will be the day where the Western world will completely abandon fiat and go into a new digital system. That's when they no longer need to inflate prices for silver and gold.
50 trillion,
because
baby. 50 trillion. Woo!
Yeah.
We're going to 50 trillion.
We are going to 50 trillion.
I know. When's the day going to
tomorrow, right?
Seriously?
It's going to be tomorrow.
It's going to be $1 trillion more a month.
Banana Republic.
Put it this way.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a bookie? And does anybody know what the odds about over and under on 50 trillion?
Can we make a bet? I want to do a J-Paul bet.
Yeah, I'll do that. You know what? Because if you give me long enough time, go ahead and give me a year and tell me, what are we, 40, 50? Well, I don't even know what the 42?
34 officially.
Okay.
Does it and does it even matter?
Yeah, does it matter? In 3 weeks, will we hit 45?
What difference?
Over under.
like Hillary said, at this point, what difference does it make?
Yeah, did you know that her name of her husband, former President Bill Clinton, is actually verified on the Epstein list now?
Yeah, Doe.
Like since today, I tweeted that list.
36. Yeah, John Doe. 36.
Did you know that Leonardo DiCaprio is also on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's in jail? Let me ask
Cameron
you, from
Diaz?
that people in jail, I mean,
Stephen
from
Hawking,
those people on the list,
He's on it.
who the
Yeah, did
hell's
you know
in
that
jail?
Did you know that Stephen Hawking used to do it with underage midgets?
He likes
Yeah,
midgets with solving complex equations on 2 high chalkboards. So they got.
Oh, you read that too, right?
Yeah, you believe this?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, he's a pretty smart guy. I can actually.
And all we're saying is, put it this way, and are they distracting us with that? How long before they go, you know what, we don't like this show. They don't like this show, and they put our 4 faces, well, not your snake, our 3 faces on that same fucking goddamn ledger.
What ledger?
I've never been there, but you know what? All they've got to do is accuse.
Epstein logs. Yeah, Epstein
logs. We go on the log.
Right.
And though we've never been around it, they don't like us. They know how to get rid of. They know how to get rid of other presidents, the people that aren't supposed to be president here. They accuse them of rape, and then if they defend themselves, they go, look, he's defending himself. He's guilty. And if he doesn't say anything, he goes, look, he ain't saying anything. He's guilty. Of course he did it. We've done that for every single. Am I wrong?
Every
yeah, it's a playbook from the Secret Service, right? You discredit someone's and name, and then if you do that, then you cannot come back from it anymore because it's been discredited.
It works.
I get that. Yeah, of course
so if
it
you're
works.
on their if you're on their stake, I won't believe it.
No, it's like I don't believe it.
You know, exactly.
Well,
put it this way: our integrity speaks for itself, and it would have to be. But God dang it! Right now, I watch videos that are very, 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 very convincing, and so I get fooled. I mean, how much of this is just distraction for us to look the other way while they're playing the game? They're hard and heavy at this game. And I personally think they don't know which way it's going to go. The bots haven't told them which way they're going to go.
All right.
Because let me just make one more statement. What does it matter on price going down if you got control of price going up, Stake? So, yeah, they're better off buying at 20,000. But instead of it raising up to 100,000, now they raise it to 200,000. They made the same amount of profit.
Look, they pick the winners. So if there is one project that they are heavily invested in, and that project wins, so to speak, then that's it.
And that's what they want. To me, it's not really about the money to them because look, they can create as much as they want. It's about the control. It's about the control of the energy.
Exactly.
And the energy is the dollar right now, and they control it, or oil, with the dollar for so long. But the new energy is, hey, if we can control Bitcoin, the new digital money, and then we can manipulate the market with Bitcoin, because you saw what happened with the alts, like you were talking about. They can control the whole market that way, up and down, with that one asset that they hold that has 50% dominance. Then they win. That's what they want to do.
Maybe the growth since those alts were that low, maybe that growth has all been just institutional investors. Maybe retail hasn't actually bought in that much.
According to Johnny Law, it hasn't.
Look at the big wallets.
What do you mean, according to Johnny Law? What did he say?
Well, Johnny Law says, and I haven't seen Johnny in a while, but basically he blames it. A lot of the cryptos, the important cryptos that we find important with some technology, are going to corporate. Dude, we're all tapped. Everybody but Dave is tapped.
Yeah, I'm tapped.
So we got to trade. We got to do whatever.
Right now, so bad, but I can't do it. I just can't do it.
What are you gonna do?
You got
He ain't gonna sell his whiskey. He ain't gonna sell his whiskey.
And that's the thing.
He ain't gonna.
But see, here's my
just pay me and let me have a good life, and I'm happy.
Yeah, and that's just it. And that's it. You've got to understand, and I think we talked about, or I got in the tail conversation of it, before we went live. Ultimately, it comes down to, it's great to see things go up and you feel, oh, I'm getting wealthy with this. The only way you have real wealth is if you have real stuff. I mean, really,
Yes.
it affects your
Asset.
like, hey, if
what
I
do you
got
have?
an RV that I can travel in and it's like, oh, F it, let the world burn. I'm going to go this way and go park it somewhere, whatever. It gives you that freedom. And if you don't have that level of freedom to where you're kind of disconnected as much as you can possibly be, and it's hard to do, but unless you have that type of freedom, I mean, where are you? You can have, $10 million on the books, but if you can't do anything with it, if it doesn't buy you any freedom, if it doesn't buy you health, happiness, then what good is it?
Well, there was a time there was
take
value
advantage of it if it's given to you, though. I mean, I guess that's my point. If we play these cards right and you pick.
Yeah, but Javi, there was a time when there was value when certain things in the world were still happening because the whole world was in on America and the dollar. Half of the world kind of gave you the FU because they think that the US gave them the FU multiple times first, and I can't really blame them.
Let me give you let me bring up my compadre, Blinddave. He orders whatever dash drive or whatever the hell that is. Tell me how many times you're satisfied of all the time out of a week, and you order just about every day.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what he was saying.
I can't remember.
You went in and out a couple times there.
That's me.
Out of DoorDash?
Well, that you're satisfied. You find value.
I'm not.
He's not.
I'm not. I would.
Why wouldn't you do it at home?
For $20 for a cheeseburger, I can go buy a steak and cook a steak.
Yeah,
it's like or $60 for Chinese food, and it's like I didn't even get a freaking fortune cookie. It's
okay. What? No fortune cookie? That's ridiculous.
Wait. You know what? Get home. Wait. I'm gonna be Blinddave's new DoorDash. I'm gonna rent that goddamn place right next door. I'm gonna cook the goddamn food for them, and I'm gonna charge them $100, $200.
Can I call you? Can I call you Dash Dave?
Dave, no. Dash Dave. Hey, have you ever seen the movie Neighbors?
Yeah, now I'll just fucking charge. I'm gonna be a millionaire soon. $100 a day.
The movie Neighbors with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd is like 1981, where Dan Aykroyd moves in, the wild neighbor next to John Belushi, who is like the conservative guy that goes to work in a tie. Well, they move in and he says, hey, man, I'm going to order out pasta, and this and that. So he goes to his house, takes the money, and he's cooking it at his house, dropping noodles on the floor as he's looking in the window, watching him do this. He serves it all up and he brings it over and says, oh, look at this fine meal I got you. And he made it at home. It's the same kind of concept. Anyway, it made me think of that movie, dropping it on the floor, picks it up, and puts it on the plate.
Somebody needs a job. Go live next to Dave.
Yeah, man.
How much can he charge you for rent? No, you're gonna end up ahead.
He just needs a loyal woman. He just needs a loyal woman. That's all.
God. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Love you long time.
Yeah.
Love you long.
I'm not saying they exist. Okay, don't get me wrong.
No, stick with DoorDash, Dave.
A woman is as faithful as her options.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, just stick with DoorDash, Dave.
Options are derivatives. So yeah, you're probably better off. Just go.
Yeah, you're gonna. At least you got someone to be pissed off at that ain't gonna be pissed back because they just drive off. Damn. After they put their 18% gratuity or 22%.
Well, that's kind of where we were before we went live. It's like right now, if I were to sell everything else I got in crypto right now, I could walk away, sell 100% of it, and take care of every single thing out there that I would want to do.
Well, why not one more cycle?
One more.
Well, dude, I'm thinking
the only reason is because we're at
29. But my thing is like to make that decision, to make that call, because I know, like, if I were to reach out and ask someone, it's like, well, look, today, if you did this, and everything you wanted to do would be done and taken care of, house paid in full, 2 loans done, everything free and clear, just done. And then still with a healthy revenue stream. Okay.
Yeah, you would be stupid not to do it, in my opinion.
Most people would do that who are not in crypto and have seen what it can do. Most people would say, well, shoot, that's why I'm working. I can, basically like clear the deck right now. Why wouldn't I do that?
Hey, Dave,
Most
that's
people
not
say,
me.
yeah.
It's those two guys calling you dumb.
No,
No, I'm just.
Well,
I'm just.
I'm just saying, like right now, I could walk.
Yeah,
I could walk. I could sell
and you
everything
won.
right now and be done.
yeah.
Well,
You
I've
won.
already won. I've already
Yeah.
won. It's just, you know,
It's just what?
how much is enough?
It's winning better.
Well, how
it's
much
just
is
that we're at the
Let me
bottom.
answer that Let me answer that question differently. What are the things in life you want?
Check the boxes.
So it's different for everyone as a person. So then you have to realize, like, who am I and what do I need? And how do I get what I need? I mean, some things you can buy, some things are are things money can't buy. It's just there's a lot of things you can buy with money, but not everything. So then the question becomes, like, what do I want? Well, that's for you to figure out.
Yeah.
And
That's why
if
this
it's
is-
just a house and a peace of mind, then you won. But is that really the only thing you want? I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not, because then I
All
don't
right.
have another revenue stream like crypto to offer me these kind of returns.
Why not? Get back into it.
Yeah, but why
Most
do
of
you
the
want
coins you're
more
buying them
returns?
cheaper than you bought them before.
Why do you want more returns if you're already got everything that you want to buy with money? It doesn't
Well,
make sense.
I'm saying at that point, I would have, like right now, I have enough crypto I could sell today to take care of everything still, even at these bargain prices. But
right. But
you know,
then you can have the
I could
Airbnb
take care of
down.
everything if I sold it all tonight.
Yeah. And then you
You
have
know,
an
and it's
Airbnb
like,
revenue
do I
stream,
do that, or do I stay in for until 2025?
though. Right.
I was saying till 20. I'm in that boat right now, and I don't really owe anything, but I hate to know where it's going and having to cash out. Now, it doesn't make sense. I've already won. It's the greed, and I really don't need it right now. But so what am I going to do? Keep it in dollars? Keep it in the bank? Keep it with my boy Jamie? Have Jamie hold it for me? No, I'm not going to do that. And
No,
so
this
every
would
day I
make you
talk.
whole. This would make me whole. In other
That would
words,
make you whole. For me,
it
it's a
would pay
different story.
everything off. It'd pay
Yeah.
everything off, and I'd be, I'd be good at that point.
Would you be happy?
Right.
Would I be happy? No,
Okay.
I would not.
Then don't do. Then
Wait.
don't do it.
No, there's your answer.
Let me tell you how
Yeah,
you're going
there's
to
your
feel,
answer.
Dave. You remember when you sold PPT at 15x and you felt like a dumbass? That's the way you're going to fucking feel. I'm just being honest with you. That's the way you're going to feel. Because we're at the bottom of the game, and one or two of the ones that you're holding are home runs.
You know what
that.
I think? I don't think it's about the game. What I think it's about life, and
That's the game.
I think that's
Life is
yeah. Money is just a vessel, a tool. It's an important one, but eventually, there are some things that are bigger than that, and I think that's the thing you have to keep in mind. And I can't answer those questions for you. I can't. It's something you have to figure out yourself. What makes you tick? And once you know, then that's where you go.
No, Dave's still young. Dave's still young, and dude, he's got
I think so.
places where he wants, and where I'm totally opposite. I'm like, dude, Little Ornitos, like Westwood, an RV that'll get me here, there, and money to put gas in that son of a gun. Now I have my own shower. I don't have to go and freeze my. I don't have to go that cold ass shower that fucking Westwood has for me. I
Well,
can actually take a warm
I'm
shower.
gonna take a
The
donation
reason-
for an on-demand water heater, and then you can't bitch.
Well, and also the reason why I bring those things up is because, like, what just happened to everyone who still holds Redcoin, RDD, what recently happened with that, it's like,
Yeah, that was
really,
great.
that actually felt real. It actually felt real. And what I realized in that, in that, when your portfolios does touch crazy figures, who can you really tell? Because I shared it with a few people after the fact,
Yeah, you
did,
shared it with me.
But like
I said, "Where's my
first
money?"
person I told, the first person I told, the one person that I really trust, right? This person, you know, I'm telling them, look, you know, let me confirm this and that, and you know, I'll take $1 million off the top, you know, and you know, and go ahead and take care of a few things. And it's like, for me mentally, I'm thinking I'll go ahead and pay taxes on $1 million of profit, but you know, to them, they're like, well, that's all you're gonna take. It's like, well, I mean, what else do I need?
Right.
You know, but you know, and then it comes down to, well, you know, where's their share? Basically, is the way I heard that. It's like, well, what about mines?
Yeah,
well, that's mines. That's
yeah. Tax. Not only do I want that, I want it tax free.
Yeah, and
Show
I
me the
pay
money.
taxes on it. I gotta pay taxes on that, and it really made me think. It's like, so
what's the front worth?
Well, when you hit 9 figures in crypto, who can you really tell?
It's like
Not
winning the
me.
lottery. You know, these people.
Well,
you know,
it really did feel real, but what I realized is nothing else changed. I didn't feel different. You know, when I went to the grocery store,
Right. So the question
clerk was
becomes,
still
what
the
makes you
same
happy,
person.
Dave?
They had no idea, right? And that's why I was bringing it up as far as, do I go ahead and pay off the house now and do everything? I could sell everything in crypto and take care of everything right now. But
Right.
you know, at the same time, it's like, but then I won't be able to experience the kind of returns that crypto offers in the future.
Well,
Am I a gambler?
That's
Am
true.
I a gambler?
But you could have some cool dudes come stay with you now and then. You know. I mean,
hell
I don't
yeah.
know. Your big hugs and drinking some bourbon.
You could have it all ready up for fucking Mardi Gras.
We all sit in the
I
house.
know
Well,
some
what's,
people that'll.
What's it worth to have a network of millionaires and billionaires? I don't know.
No, it's huge.
I mean, look, I'll break it down a little bit differently. You've got physical happiness, you've got mental happiness, you've got spiritual happiness, you've got financial happiness, and the financial bracket, yeah, you got that down. And put it in your health, put it in your mental thing. Go study something you really fucking like and start a business in it. Something you really fucking like, something you really want to fucking do. Well, I don't know, maybe like crypto, but if you would look,
I mean,
if you would
crypto
let go of,
encompasses everything in my daily life, basically.
sure,
It's like,
sure, but because that's where it has grown. But has that always been your passion? Because you already got this down under your belt, man. Do another thing on top of it. So what are you really passionate about? And if you don't know, go travel.
All right.
I want to upset that 1%. If I become a 1%, you know, say we become a 1%. Can you imagine Westwood showing up with his fucking t-shirt and flip flops and shorts?
Look, Javi, I hate to burst.
There goes the neighborhood.
I hate to burst your bubble, but like on a global scale, you're already the 0.1%.
Oh shit, man! I wish. You know what? And it's all a good joke.
No,
I'm going to be understood around my crowd.
Walking like you're the boss and yelling everything.
Yeah, I'm the gangster here. What are you talking about?
Nightclub, you know how it is. You got these that show up.
Be a big baller.
Everybody knows them, and they ain't got nothing.
Yeah. Walk in.
Big deal, you know. They walk in.
Never wait in line.
Yeah, man.
Passing out that cash.
That's how a millionaire goes broke.
Yeah, exactly.
All $1 million is $1,000 a night for 1,000 nights. I've had
somebody wrote a book on that. I need that book in case I become a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, that ain't a lot when you're partying with these animals.
Yeah.
Well,
you seen Westwood drink? You see Paulie Pete drink? You go broke quick.
Top shelf scotch, you know. Oh, 40 years. Okay, bring that down. There's your
Chevrolet Royal Salute, Glenlivet's.
At least you've lived.
Right.
Exactly.
That's an important thing. I mean, it really is. We all gotta
just think of your posse. When you show up, you can show up with Westwood, Blind, Dave, Steak into the bar, push people out of the way. Hey, get the.
Look, I'm sure if we party between all of us, we can all pay our own tab.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure we can.
I think we'll fight for it because we don't know how to spend our damn money.
I don't know. At that point, I might be so broke I can damn near pay attention, right?
Yeah, so broke I can't pay attention.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
about it's about living,
You
dude.
know,
And we
my 13th cousin, twice removed. You know, no, I lost it all. It's all gone.
so are we saying we're not living now?
Fishing
Because this
accident.
feels like living. I enjoy
course
this.
we're
I
living.
enjoy
That's
going to the
right now.
tomorrow's happy hour. I enjoy going to the spaces. I enjoy doing all the shit that we're doing right now. So
Because eventually,
it's just not
eventually, the
living.
thing that the thing that also gives you joy, part of that is also the social aspect, because
Yeah,
we're social
my
animals.
friends.
It gives us some neurotoxins we need. You know.
Well, that
So
question
go.
that brings the question. Have you seen my choice of friends?
No, I haven't.
Polly P. Westwood, Blinddave.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are pretty cool.
I mean,
The
I'm just being
misfits.
honest. We were called the misfits for a reason. I mean, Daddy
Hey,
O, what the hell? J Mac?
I got a bottle full of endorphins here. Who wants
Yeah,
some?
yeah.
Come on
I mean,
down,
what
baby.
the?
Come on down.
Yeah, live on the edge. We don't know how many days we can have, especially if you go to Westwood a lot.
Yeah, you might not make it the next day. You're just happy
Yeah,
to get
you
out of
just
here.
don't
You're like, I
know.
survived. Yeah.
No, that's
You
when
may
that's
get-
when the sunlight becomes part of the same night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens.
I remember, put it this way, I remember we were trying to get Dave to drive us to the store late one night, and we were going to we were going to just give him directions. I mean, we thought that was a good idea on that little four-wheeler that you have.
Mm.
Yeah, turn right, turn left. Yeah. We thought that was a wonderful idea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you see how you better enjoy while you can? Because none of our days are promised to us.
No.
Just
I don't
saying.
think they are.
Well, it's
I
all
think
good.
you owe it to yourself as well to have some fun.
Oh yeah. God
Yeah,
dang, we've been through this for a while.
Well,
I don't even know
that's
where to go.
it's like what makes sense. What do I want out of crypto?
Right. What do you
And
want?
that's
And
kinda
what
where
do
I'm
you
at.
want? It's a tool.
Right.
What do you want? Name it, because you'll get it. It's just like how long you want to wait for it. You know, what is it that you want?
How long
And
you
then-
want to
and
wait
then-
for?
And then do it. And then do it. I know what I want, and I know. Yeah. I think this next cycle is going to take care of a lot of things, and because I'm doing it now anyway. It's just I don't have the reason. You know, that's the thing. I could have other things out here. I could have some cabins, this and that, but got a pavilion, got the bar fixed up. I got a place. And to me, I'm building that happiness. With what I've got and the tools that I have. If I'm able to lever up and get it done like right now instead of 10 years time frame, cool, awesome. I'm done.
But
Clint.
Clint, after you get that all done, it's like Dave. Every time I go see Dave, he's improving something else.
Every time,
To
and every time I
another
hire
degree.
someone, and every time I hire someone, I have to go back behind them and fix it. It's
I
like,
know.
And so he knows that.
I mean, even with snap my fingers money,
do that for me.
Yeah.
even
No, I
with
get it.
snap my fingers money, it doesn't matter. I still have to
know.
go behind them and fix something.
And that's aggravating. And I mean, that's a stress in your life, So maybe you say, hey, I know a guy that can come do this, and there, boom, I'll pay him to do it. And I know he's going to do it right done.
Who catches beat?
I've got the ability to do that.
Right,
Does that
like
guy
right
wear
now-
a cape? Hey, Clint. Clint. Does that guy wear a cape and catch bees?
Probably, yeah.
That's
Okay, I
like
just
right now,
wondered.
I'm dealing with
I'm dealing with
stairs, I'm dealing with the skirts, and I'm dealing with the the skirts and the risers and whatnot, because I'm changing the thickness of the drywall. I'm adding 2 layers of 5/8 drywall, which has only been 1/2 inch before the skirts. But in order to change the skirts, I may actually have to change the risers as well, because I'm also changing the floor tile on the first level. So I don't know if I'm changing things so much to where it'll be out of code. Like they always say, watch the first step, or the first step is a doozy. Well, yeah, I'm putting in 4 foot by 4 foot porcelain tile. And by doing so, I have to lay it in such a thick bed of mud that I'm raising the actual level of the ground to that first step. So do I need new stringers at that point? Cut? I can't do that. I know I'm physically I'm physically challenged there. I can't see to make those kind of cuts. Measuring and the math, rise over run, no issue whatsoever.
I know a good mixer
tracing
guy.
a line with a saw, completely different. And then the other cool thing is that I found electrical underneath the stairs. So when I do go in and glue it and screw it and reframe it, when I do that, I'm now going to have the ability to have a sensor on the second floor and a sensor down at the bottom of the stairs, and then have LED lights that are like motion detect. So then they'll light up like the actual steps going up and coming back down, separate from the actual staircase light. So in addition to,
I probably don't get it, but it sounds like a house of ill repute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, just Motley Crue playing in the background, another decade of decadence,
Dr. Feelgood.
He does. He's got that thing plastic, and he's like got lights, and he's got these incredible lights. He showed them to me. He can dim them. He goes, look, I can make you into darker tan than you already have. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's absolutely incredible the shit that Dave's doing over there. I'm like, well, if it doesn't work as a home, it'll work as a house of ill repute, maybe a topless place, or I don't know. Maybe think about putting a bar.
That's where my mind is right
your
now.
Own something starts with a B. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank. What's your
Bitcoin
happiness?
or bust?
What's your happiness? Dave,
Yeah.
he can make that a reality. Your dreams can come true. That's how.
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point, would I if that red coin would have been an actual thing, my next thing is do I decide not rent the place? And is it worth more in security to me to know that
measly ass $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 a month? What the fuck? Why? You're a baller, dude.
I'm saying at that point it would be more secluded for family and friends.
Yeah.
Instead of renting in a lease to normies, right?
Right. And it'd be nice to have people there most of the time that are going to have your back, hopefully. And I get it, because you look at the destruction that people who don't, it's not mine, I don't care. I've had rentals before, and I'm just like, I'm not anymore, because it's not their stuff. They don't care.
What about
you think they're nice people, and next thing you know, you get cupboard doors kicked off. And it's like, what?
What about the destruction at Westwoods?
Yeah,
for free. For free. I don't know.
It's all good.
I feel like I'm missing out on Westwoods.
You are.
You are missing out on Westwoods, brother.
You're missing out.
And hey,
I'm just gonna
put it this way, Steak.
And it's like, hey, you fall down, get hurt, it's your own fault, but you're not
gonna. Yeah. We signed one of those whatever display. Yeah.
When you
and you go in there and
sign here.
You could blow up. It's
Smart
dangerous.
Contract.
Do not let your head touch the bar at Westwood. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't do it.
Damn, mine has it. Right. But now you got to make me try that.
No, don't do that.
No.
Okay. I'll put Oso's head on the goddamn bar. Fuck it. What could happen?
Because you never know. Somebody's going to be recording it. First of all,
I remember somebody. I remember somebody recording Oso's private parts and putting it on J Mac's phone. I don't know.
Have to take everybody's cell phone and block everything. So
yeah. You're going to have to make that one of those whatever rooms. When you walk in, it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Just cover it in that. Yeah, it's okay.
you'll walk in and say, "What's all this aluminum foil all over the walls? What's going on here?"
Yeah, they were trying to blackmail also because
it's for your safety.
no, and it's. I guess we don't have much crypto to talk about. That's why
I know, right?
we're on to this subject, which is great, brother. I mean, it is what we do, and it's some of the things that I enjoy. It's some of the things I've done before numbers go up. I love to do it after the numbers go up. You know what? I'd like to do more of it. I'd like to do it to where, if it's, hey, I enjoy the people that I talk to, and I, every week I look forward to this shit so I can make fun of Westwood or something.
That's all good.
Yeah, Polly P, throw him under the bus a few times.
Yeah.
You know what? It makes me feel better when I throw other people under, when I throw other people.
There ain't a bus big enough. Bring it.
Exactly.
It's gonna look like Paulie P's truck. You see how it got out his grill? It's like, hey, bring it on.
What did he do with that damn thing?
I'll tear you.
You know it didn't die.
No.
That's a sad thing when you can't carry at least a little 22 to.
He's carving it up.
That's happened to me before. I'll go out there and I hit a deer and it was still flopping around and I just went and I just took it out of his misery. I didn't take it. I didn't do anything, but I can't leave an animal like that.
Yeah. All right. Left it for nature.
Yeah. I just, I guess he doesn't have a choice. You can't carry on the truck. So other than that, Daddy put something about.
Yeah, we
that's
got
going way too fast.
Daddy O's in the chat. Warriors in the chat. Ron Wisnowski's in the chat. Always love to see Ron. I can't wait to see him. Again, he's from the Midwest and he goes to a lot of our meetups. So he's a cool dude. I got some stuff in the bar he gave me at a meetup and I hung it up. And so it's pretty cool. Those are things that matter though. All these relationships, all these people that we meet because of crypto.
Exactly.
Now, it could have been other things, but that's like the thing. I had this discussion with a friend of mine, because I homeschool my youngest daughter now, and he's like, oh man, because he's got a couple of kids, one's the age of my youngest daughter, and he's like, man, why aren't we homeschooling? Because they're not learning anything we used to learn in school and this and that, and a lot of people, they begrudge the fact that we're using social media, and everybody, all kids, they're on social media now, and that's how they make a lot of friends, but. People say, well, that's terrible. Who knows? There's all this evil and bad stuff out there on it. But hey, that's how we became friends through social media. And it's just about responsibility. It's a tool, this digital age, these new tools that are available and all we old people, except for State, we're using these tools to build these relationships and meet everybody and meet people. And, but we meet in real life, so it's not just a fantasy game. And that's important.
Clint, I'm old enough not to. I'm old enough not to feel young anymore, though. Does that count?
Yeah, it does. I mean, because, you've got some.
If you've been ridden hard and put up wet, dude, it's there.
Look, in less than 1.5 years, I'll be 40. It's not. It's not like I'm in my
then
teens.
You're part of the club. You're part of the club. Then
finally.
Yeah, right.
Then you start breaking down.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
What then?
Yeah,
I already am. I'm already am.
You'll need glasses. You'll need all kinds of shit, man.
That's okay.
I was 35 when I lost my eyesight in 2011. So, and then I basically lost like 10 years.
Yeah.
It took a long time to recover from that. But
during
that time frame, crypto became part of my life.
And, and that's why I get it. That's why it's so important, because that's something that, was there when you needed it. And so to just like up and let that go and say, hey, I'm going to do all this stuff. Well, I mean, that's part of your whole,
journey.
Growth. Yeah, it is. It's your journey. It's your, it's what has made you who you are and where you're at right now. So you can't just like out F and I'm out, and let's go.
It was the why at the road.
Yeah.
And you took that road. I mean, you could have gone.
And thank God you did.
You took this side of the road and look at the friends that you made, the quality people you met.
You wouldn't be who you are right now if it weren't for, all that stuff that happened. And so here's what's going to happen. Dave, he's going to ride this cycle out, and he's going to say, what am I going to do with all this money? Well, here's what you need to do. Start a franchise, a cookie business, Blinddave cookies, and then have everybody else make the cookies for you, and then go sell it to everybody else, all our sugar fiends out there that need cookies.
Well,
Can I add to that? Call it Double D cookies, and you know how to market it.
Yeah,
man.
Double D cookies. Yeah,
it's the new.
That's
Hooters.
a good name.
no,
And
it's
deliver.
not. Actually.
DoorDash.
Double
I need
D.
2 cookies because 1 ain't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. They had a few monsters come through that
Have
place.
a little symmetry, you're gonna have a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip
one.
cookies.
No, I had one saying I want 3 of those, 4 of those, 2 of these, and this kid spoke up and said, but I don't want those, and the mama said, but that's for me. I was
that's
like,
mine.
I'm like,
Those
wow. Okay, then.
So what you have is a glass case, and you put the cookies like real down low, so everybody that gets the cookies got to bend over and pick up the cookies and serve it to you, and then you get the right people working for you. Double D.
Yeah,
cookies.
but I mean, even in the cookie business, right? I mean, you have to deal with idiots. So it's
anything
like
retail,
right?
yeah.
It's like this cookie doesn't have enough morsels in it. It's like
in that house of pleasure that you have, in the house of
picture.
Yeah, in the house of pleasure that you're building with all those lights, just serve them there. They're expensive, but they're good.
Yeah, it's the ambiance that goes with it.
I don't know.
Just saying.
There's no other business right now that I would rather own. I mean, I've been a part of a few. I ran a $3 million automotive shop. I mean, I've done things like that. And there is no other business that I would want to own. It's like, so I like the returns I get in crypto. So
yeah, where else could you go up every week and deal with these hooligans?
Well, that's it. You know what it's like to run a business. I mean, both you guys. I mean, you've done it, and it's just like, oh yeah, you can make money doing it, but man, the aggravation, the stress, worrying about people, and doing, training people. Are you doing this right? And the customers, and it's just like you got to deal with that. And I'm like, oh my god, and it's.
And sure as shit, I turned into that asshole that shows up at 6:59 and knocking on the fucking window, wondering why you're not open. It's like that. That's what I turned into, and it's like
because you go, you know who I am,
and because I happen to do that, it's like
a baller.
Yeah, you see my everyday driver, that Bentley with the Kragers. That's me. That's me. I
got a driver for my driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. That's where, like I said, this running up. You know what? I was listening to Dub before I got on the show. God, what a freaking young, smart, have a great direction kind of guy he is. He worked in NASA or space. I don't know. He's a space cadet. He worked in some kind of space aeronautics and left early. I'm like, God damn, dude, how old are you? 14 and a half? How soon did you start working? I mean, he looks pretty young to me.
They all do.
But God dang, he knows his shit.
Yeah, everybody's young.
Yeah.
Not as young as Bill Clinton likes them, apparently, but
Who's saying?
Was Aberdeen on that list as well?
I can send you the list later.
My question is, who's in jail? Who's in jail?
Tweeted the list. The thing is, this list has been leaked, and journalists are now moving faster than law. So there's a lot of pressure coming on these celebrities that are on these lists and on these locations. It wouldn't surprise me if a bunch of them whack themselves in the next couple of days because of society's pressure. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is on it, apparently for sure. There's a lot more prolific names.
Hanks?
Bill Clinton is definitely
Tom
on
Hanks?
it. No, actually, Tom Hanks has been excluded. Bill Gates is not on it neither. It's just
wow. How much did they pay? I mean,
I don't know.
What a coincidence.
I don't know if all the files are out yet, though. Are they? I mean, most of them are court documents for testimony.
Yeah, they are.
Are they all?
I
out
tweeted
now?
them today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All out? Okay.
And a bunch of journalists have gone through them. I've tweeted the summary.
Nice.
Well, I guess they haven't paid their rent. I guess Bill Gates and Capital had enough money for rent. The other ones didn't have enough money for the rent. So they got a late charge and they made it a little public.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's hard to say.
It's a sad state of affairs that this has been going on for this long a period of time, and
No shit.
nobody knows.
You know what,
Nobody, and the people that did got whacked. Wait, we had how many? All I know is I don't ever want to work for the Clintons.
So the full list is coming out by the 21st.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, because
They got bad accidents. There's some bad juju over there when you work for a Clinton.
And see, that's the thing, though. Once you're in that game and once you're part of it, yeah, you might feel wealthy, but I mean, you know, are you really that wealthy, or are you looking over your back, or I mean, you know, maybe you're psychopathic. And
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Like, is that spiritual wealth? Is
Right.
that mental
because
wealth?
they're dead.
It's a lot of fucking stress.
It is. They're dead.
Yeah,
people.
that's
I mean, they really are.
rapper wealth. And rapper wealth, you know what? So you drive around your Lambo with a $2-3 million in the hood. I mean, in the
That's new money.
little
Yeah.
exactly. It's
That's
just
new money.
It's
Definitely.
just. But put it this way: what's our money going to be? Old money?
It depends what you do with it.
It's going to be new money, and here it is.
Look,
Dave, you said it once. Dave said it once.
Look, I'll tell you one thing about this money. This is not money that comes with celebrity status, per se. So it's normally when you blow up and the whole world knows you and you can't even buy groceries in the supermarket, that's the
Right.
price you pay as well.
Yep.
This money doesn't. If you can pick between money and being famous, I'd pick money any time of day.
Right.
It's just
And
If it brings you
just
freedom.
like I said earlier, the girl at the cash register, she has no idea what I'm worth, you know, but yet the conversation we had was just awesome. And she has no idea. And it's like, that's kind of cool.
right. That's what you want.
Yep.
So when are you going to make a move?
I'm not. Not with that one.
You're going to buy
That's
the
a
whole
liability.
supermarket.
Not with that one. Hey,
You're
Let me
gonna
tell
buy the
you,
whole supermarket.
that's a liability.
No, that was
Booyah.
that
That's a
movie.
liability.
That was the movie where the guy went off the road and the nurse took care of him and she broke
Oh.
his fucking feet.
Oh
In the
yeah,
bed with
Mercy.
the
Who was it?
sledgehammer.
Mercy.
Misery. Kathy.
Misery.
Misery.
And,
That's
what was the
that
actor's
that's
name that
this
died,
one.
just recently died. Yeah.
That's what that one looked
James
like. It's
Caan.
like it's like in my mind, that's all I could think about. I couldn't even. I'm just like, wow, this is.
She's living next door and she starts waltzing over in the morning. And Dave's like,
Lay down.
oh, there she goes.
Lay down.
Dragging the sledgehammer.
Like, don't say her name 3 times. It just don't do it.
Candyman. No.
No, I got one ex. You say her name 3 times and she shows up
she
unannounced.
appears.
Everything. It's like, oh my god.
Don't say it.
Well, tell us about the 3-tire lady. The three
same
tire.
one. Same one.
Never mind. It's a long story, but it's funny. It is funny.
Then my damn neighbor ends up buying 4 new tires, and well, you'll have 3 you can sell on Craigslist, and it's like bullshit. And no one is buying 3 tires. You know, it's like anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes under the influence, you have some genius ideas. Just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
I asked a friend,
lighter
and that's what he told me.
Like lighter fluid on the rim, just to you know.
Well, y'all always
get
got to
the
mention
bead
flames and lighter.
snap in.
Oh, other than that. So, which one's going up next? Tell me about
I
LCS.
say
Anything
Bitcoin
happening?
Cash. I say Bitcoin Cash is going up next. Honestly,
Well,
Not like
I don't think so.
How's that?
They've been pumping it
I
too
think-
much lately.
I,
Go ahead, Steve.
I'll just be a contrarian. I'm just gonna say it's gonna go down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
long? It
I think it's just gonna go down. I think I'm gonna bore the shit out of you right now. I think it's gonna go between probably 35 and maybe 50K between
believe
now
it.
and the next 9 months.
BTC.
And
Yeah, but we gotta have an
B2C, yeah,
coming.
yeah. And I don't think we're gonna see an alt season. Sure, there will be gains anywhere. I just don't think we'll have it because I think once alt season starts, that's when people move their BTC. So that will be June, I think. In like in like we'll have the highest. Maybe we'll have a higher high. I don't think we'll have an all-time high. I think we might see if maybe just below, maybe a 50K BTC in June, and then we'll have like a alt season. And no, you're not going to have alt season. You're in a stable coin. Stable coins are fucked. You just lost all your money. Bye. And then those guys are wrecked. They're out of the game. And then the people in altcoins are also wrecked because there's no fucking alt season. So you're also out of the game. And then we move into the summer holidays, and everyone is like, "Fuck, what happened? I need a McDonald's job." And then they're going to automate that shit. And then by October, you're going to get the exchanges. They're going to say, "Hey, you lost all your shit again. If you don't have it in self-custody, then you're going to get the election. Everything fucking breaks." Then they're going to pump the ETFs and the money, and then you're going to see Bitcoin sky high to 2 to 3 million, and then you're going to get your fucking alt season, and we'll be in Q1, Q2 of 25. So I think it's just going to be what's going to go up next. I think it's just going to be fucking BTC's king. Fuck all the alts. Maybe for one or two.
Okay, State.
Meme coins.
State.
That's my conjecture.
Hey, Clint, do you got a better scenario than fucking State? Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm not a
Tell me a
pessimist.
good story on Litecoin. Tell me where Litecoin's gonna be here.
Well, I would say $70, but anymore, well, I can't even say that. What am I gonna do?
You're safe at 70, brother. You're safe.
Listen, join my Patreon, and I'll teach you how to buy cryptocurrencies. We'll be good. I'll help you.
Oh, shit.
Litecoin.
I like that.
I'll accumulate that, for the next year and a half, and I guess I got
Sure you
Ride
will.
that pony.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave? Come on, cheer me up. The State's making me wait another fucking year. Before he tells me I gotta wait for another one.
Something else I really wanted to state for the last, I would say, 2 shows here. Again, to family and friends, anyone who finds this video in the future, look, I get it. I've seen these different scams many times in the past. That's how I'm looking at, another metric to view, to look at is all of these different founders coming out and deposit your crypto to this address and I'll give you double. That's all bullshit. That is all a lie. There is no airdrop. There is no for thanking you for holding in a bear market. This is all a bunch of bullshit. Do not trust it. Do not do it. It is a scam. Do not. No one on the street has ever given you double of what you gave them, have they? Why the fuck is somebody that you don't know gonna give you double what you hold?
And you've seen it
just because, right?
Right. The latest one's Michael Saylor that's out there. It's not him. It's just, voiceover.
It's not?
It's AI.
Fuck.
Exactly.
No.
It's Michael Saylor, it's Brad Garlinghouse for XRP, and it's Vitalik. That was the big one. Those are the big 3 right
And Charles
now.
Hoskinson is another.
And
then the guy from Solana is another. And it's
Max Kaiser.
I want a Jarrett. I want a Jarrett AI.
No,
Come on, give me a digital twin.
No.
Give me a Tate thought. We got the 10-year anniversary for DigiByte coming up. That would be fun.
14th of January. 10 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a decade. That is a celebration. I don't know if I'm going to be there to celebrate, but I think Johnny Law is going to host the space.
That's a big one.
I don't know who will be there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Well, Red Coin's right in the same wheelhouse. I mean, they were 2014, I think. So that's 10 years this year. I'm not sure what the date is. I think it was the same day that Vertcoin in 2014 was formed. I think Red Coin, maybe it's DigiByte and Red Coin, or DigiByte and Vertcoin, or Vertcoin and Red Coin. I don't know. In 2014, all those OG coins that are still running, limping along, some of them, they 2014. You got to think, man, these things have been running since 2014. That tells you something. You got to start looking at that stuff.
What happens
They're
if
still around, and they're still working.
What happens if there's liquidity entering Redcoin?
Is that called exit liquidity?
Yes.
It's called me exiting.
I don't know. I'd be jumping on that boat.
Yeah.
No, I like Redcoin though, because the thing is, it does work. It's very fast, and the thing is, you don't need mining equipment. Now you use your laptop, and you are like the validator. So it's very, very decentralized. And so, but the price, everybody's like, oh, it's dead. It's dead. Well, it's not really dead. I mean, you got to think about it. As long as you've got some sort of connection to, networks, it can still work, and you can still send value. And you're not relying on, billions of dollars of mining equipment, that 5 miners might be running. So there's something to be said about that. It's very, who knows?
Well, my first thought was, okay, Redcoin, it was, to do with social media and whatnot, as a tipping means a tipping, kind of like a Doge or whatnot. My first thought is, damn, did Elon just buy fucking Redcoin?
Right.
I mean, what?
This is it, because he said by July of this year, or by the middle of this year, he wants to have payments integrated into X. He should know how to integrate.
Yeah. What if you get payments integrated in Reddit?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got a platform that everybody's using, and you can, send digital currency, digital money.
Reddit is fucking huge.
Got a lot of people.
Really, it is. Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest social media companies.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
You don't. So
we don't.
Yeah, it sure felt real. It felt real.
If they're working,
you just ruined it for Reddit now. Now Reddit ain't going to go anywhere because nobody knew about it. Now that you mentioned it, that's gone down the toilet. But what happened to LCX? Nobody had mentioned LCX. You brought it up, Steak. Now all of a sudden we got problems with LCX.
Problems?
Yeah. What problems?
Well, wasn't that it got hacked? I don't know. Something was said about.
Oh, you mean with DGMV?
But DGMV and whatever the hell that was going on. But it was like nobody even had mentioned.
That's quite important, though. I touched on that last time. That's pretty, it's pretty significant for DigiCorp.
No, I agree.
And a lot of people from DigiByte put their money in DigiCorp Labs, and they feel that they've been cheated, and they call Rudy a con man. I don't think if that's fair. But it's difficult to defend any point if there's no transparency. So it's just
somebody was talking about transparency.
Yeah,
that's all I've always wanted. I've always wanted, and you know what? If they can't or they don't like the word transparency, or they don't feel like they owe the people what is rightfully due to them.
Damn. Up 20% in 24 hours. LCX is now at 14 and a half cents.
Damn, I was gonna get that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
I remember when it was 2 and 3 cents. It's like,
yeah, it's gonna go up a fuck ton more.
Yeah.
You know what I hate?
That's a ERC.
Right. That's what I hate about it. Exactly what I was thinking. It's an ERC20 token, and I mean, having gone through the 2017 thing, like, Dave.
No, but ERC. The thing is, ERC20 tokens are compliant with SEC versus WAHI, which conveniently also has LCX in it.
It's going to cost you a ton to freaking send things when the network starts getting bogged down again. That's so frustrating.
I know. That will be your signal. That will be your signal. That will be your sell signal in the bull market.
Yeah.
When the fees are so high that the people that are staking are actually losing their staked coin.
Yeah, because
their staked ETH.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
At that
There won't
point,
be
I
any
see
exit
more of a
liquidity.
migration through Polygon into Cosmos.
And I wish they'd do that. I wish Veritasium would do that. Get off the ERC20 stuff. I mean, get on, another blockchain or get on your own blockchain. That's why I like to see these companies or these corporations, these tokens that have moved off of Ethereum and kind of built their own ecosystem. And there are some.
But don't
I'm not going to name them, but
don't we need to get rid of this? Don't we need, as Stake would say, the regulations? Because then, if we're at 50 trillion, at 100 trillion, dude, if you could keep doing this, there isn't a safe coin. I wouldn't put my shit out right now with them being able to manipulate anything.
I'm going to say something controversial, perhaps, but probably not to this crowd. But I think at the end of the day, what actually holds value is probably a proof of work UTXO, because there's actually work involved. There's actually mining, encryption, hash rate involved. I think that actually means something instead of people owning shit because they own it. I mean, what's new with that compared to what we used to have? Unless there's like full integration with other networks. Don't get me wrong. Ethereum is building some, very unique platform of dApps that can do probably everything. But is the network really sufficient to hold the whole fucking internet on top of it? No, it isn't. And it's not going to
does it matter? Stake doesn't matter because who's backing Ethereum? BlackRock? I mean, does it really matter?
That's your boy, right? Isn't it your boy?
My boy Diamond? Oh, I'm so... My boy Diamond. Yeah, you're right. Gangster. That's gangster, brother.
3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead. Right.
I don't know anything, Jamie. So I'm just a small little guppy swimming in that big old pond.
I'd love to read his autobiography once, just to know that everything in there is probably bullshit.
Yeah. Just as it starts off, I'm a badass, and I can do no wrong.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating. We've mentioned, that Epstein. Who goes to jail in any.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Politicians.
It's too soon to call that.
We're not going to know.
This time is a bit different though, because
part of the plan. It's all timing. It's all going to roll out at the right time. You just got to be patient. Just don't drop dead before.
You know what? Happens. You know what? This time is different. I know, but you know who was supposed to be in jail? Let's go way back with Hillary. Trump said it.
Because you'd be in jail.
Never went to jail.
Like, okay, so
who goes to jail?
How much is an autographed copy of Ben Bernanke's book, right? Those are the kind of weird things that
are you talking about Nobel Prize award winning Ben Bernanke?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want an NFT of that shit. Hey, Cubic House, NFT. Put it on my tab. Go ahead.
I'd rather have an ordinal that's written on the blockchain rather than NFT with a third party that could go under and then you lost your picture. See.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah, because it's non-fungible. It's a 1 out of 1. Oh, you print screened it. Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, you can put it on your wallpaper, or you can put, nobody can stop it.
You're not allowed to copy it. It's mine.
Yeah, bring it.
Leave my NFT alone. Yeah, man. It's just. I've never believed in NFTs.
Lambo.
I'm so sorry.
Whoever's got the best acronym or for NFT, put it in the chat, because there's a lot of ways you can go with NFT.
No fucking time.
That's one. Put it in the chat. Might give away some DigiByte.
I ain't got time for it.
Mm-mm. So what's going to be all the rage this time? Is it going to be the sound money?
It's going to be Solana. Solana is all the rage right now. It's exit liquidity for Veritasium and Coinbase.
It's exit liquidity for somebody. Holy cow.
Yeah, for Coinbase and Veritasium. That's what it is.
Can someone tell me how many times it's been down?
I don't know,
4, 5,
more
10,
than a
15.
more than a
I'm just
Russian
asking
prostitute
for
on
a
Christmas
I was
night.
gonna say it's been down more times the stakes than a
Than the panties of a Russian prostitute.
That's
I
a
understand.
database. That's a database, not a blockchain.
It's been down more times than the girls that have seen Clinton on Epstein Island.
The
Well,
Monica
no.
Lewinsky?
No.
You saying, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, Clinton? Monica?
No, there's still limits. There's still limits.
Just don't say her name 3 times. No.
It's been
Okay.
down more times.
There's
than
champions.
a glass of scotch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read
Well-
those things. They're too small.
Yeah, this guy's saying, so yeah, you guys rich yet? It's like, no.
Rich.
Define. I put
Yeah.
spiritually rich. And we're spiritually
Well,
Yeah.
I hope in the next bull run, I'm done.
Define rich.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
You
it.
know-
Right now, if I sold everything, I'm good.
Dave's the richest man on the street. At that point,
Yeah.
he's good to
And
go.
Steak's the richest man in love.
Hey,
Really?
Just saying.
Because I'm divorced.
He's like, congratulations.
but
Yeah.
you're
That's
loving
not
life.
that's
Loving
that's
life.
not love.
In all honesty, though, I can't recommend it. But it's just
Oh, dang.
Comes
Yeah,
with
just
the
remember to
caveats.
get a trust or a prenuptial agreement, and you're fine.
yeah, or just marry with an IOU. It's paper.
or a shovel and
this-
some dirt.
For anybody that's listening, this is the first one after the new year. So we're trying to get back into our role.
Yeah, we did 26 of them, so we did a half a year last time. So now we're starting a new chapter. It's a new quarter. It's a new year, new candle. So, you never know. It's
Yeah,
still,
Dave,
it's still fluctuating.
I think
up and down.
we may even gain a whole subscriber.
Yeah, we actually went to now we're at 477, which actually
Speaking
good
of which,
segue.
Let's put
Good
that up.
segue, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, where is it now?
It's been up all the way up to 145 in value, $145.
It's worth more than what he put in. I guarantee that.
133.
Maybe.
Look at that, 133, 33% up. Come on, man.
That's why I
This
wanted
is-
to do
And
it,
we're complaining.
as a
And
giveaway.
We're upset about this. You look at the stock market, and they're like, well, we might get 5% gains this year. Apple might go, it's like, oh my God, 33% up. Dave just throws $100 in, and now it's 133.
Can you imagine
Yeah, I just
33%
wanted
up?
to illustrate.
33% up, and you're still annoyed that it's not enough.
Yeah, you're upset. Like Dave,
Yeah,
what's the quote? What's
On
the
a
quote
coin
about
called
crypto?
Shitty Bite.
Yeah, I'm sorry for calling it that. I should have called it something else. It's not worthy of shit yet.
Double DGByte. Double DGByte.
Double
Where's that
DigiByte.
fertilizer?
Double DGByte.
That would sell, though.
Hmm?
Make an NFT of that.
Exactly. Make an ordinal.
Two
NFT,
Where are
whatever
you?
wanna do it.
Double D. Double D bite.
Yep. Double DByte.
Bite the double Ds.
Yep.
Yeah, and speaking of
And then
which,
create all
look,
kinds
with
of AI
this,
images to go with it. You can imagine. Holy cow.
with this, look, y'all share this video, get it out there, because the videos that we do, like last week's got so far 180 views or whatever, but I've got killer hours of watch time, just not enough subscribers. So to my subscribers, look, start sharing the
Look,
videos on
Dave,
social media.
maybe-
Get it out there a little bit.
Maybe we should talk about Doge and Bitcoin Cash, and then all of a sudden you get 1,000 subscribers.
There you go.
Cup-
Well,
Puppy.
yeah. I mean, yeah, everyone should own Doge before Litecoin. What?
Absolutely.
Really? In what world?
Absolutely.
In what world?
There's only 10,000 more per block every minute.
Well, I was in a space where they were trying to make sense of that, and I can't. I just started watching a movie. I took the damn things off, and
Yeah, but
You know,
obviously when Bitcoin is full, it's going to go to Litecoin. Sorry to say it, but I think it will.
Well, don't be sorry. Help a brother out.
yeah, let
Come on,
Clint be
man.
right. Well, fucking
Yeah, let
Cliff.
me right one time in 7 minutes. Can we do that?
Yeah, can you bring it? Yeah, at least at 79 or
Buying cigars for like
79.
I paid more for what I'm paying for the cigar now. I mean, come on. At least I got the cigar.
No. Hey, I'm a holder of Litecoin. One of my biggest bags. I'm still waiting for the ball.
Whole bag.
I got my fucking tux for the bell of the ball, whatever the fuck that is.
He's ready to go. You're ready to go.
Yeah, hey, $100,000 party. I have a feeling it's just being held further and further. When it goes, it goes. Litecoin.
That's it. When it goes,
Take a look at it historically. It runs like a. When it runs, it jumps. It doesn't do it very often.
Like Jesse Owens in Berlin.
Yeah. Without tweaking Hitler watching him at the stand.
Twerking. I'm gonna kill all of you. I hate you all. It's like,
oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, everyone's blowing kisses and shit in Congress and working with the biggest fraud in crypto.
Bitcom, Ponzi screams.
None of that.
Bitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that. You know, and now we're going to try to let's come out with a restrict act and a ban crypto act.
Oh
right?
yeah, $10,000 now. You're supposed to IRS puts. I don't even know if that was passed. That's just
You know why?
mandate,
Because fuck you.
Yeah,
That's why.
Because you ain't part of the club. So F you.
Yeah. This happens to you. You still a loser. You still gonna be a loser. You ain't part of my club. Yeah, all of y'all losers. You can't let no riffraff come up to the 1% club.
Watch everybody come in and then say, "Well, this might be a problem."
Right, like when your cousin, when your 13th cousin twice removed comes up and tells you about some business opportunity, or I know a guy, you should listen to him. He's
I got a guy.
Diversify. Look, he's a professional. Look, if you built your fortune in crypto, why do you need to listen to someone who didn't?
Right, because you've got the opportunity to build your own fortune now. If you trust yourself and you make your own decisions, you can. That's what it comes down to. Quit listening to these people. Quit listening to these freaking vampires that are giving you poker chips. F them. No.
Yeah.
$66 Litecoin. I don't care. You want to buy the DigiByte? That's more Litecoin for me. Hey,
Yeah. It's a stable coin. It's a stable coin.
Almost stable coin. It's almost stable coin. Almost.
Wouldn't that be funny though? If like a coin like XRP becomes a stable coin, I'd laugh my ass off.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would laugh all the way to the bank at $10,000. $1. Right?
Oh, I'll take $1.
I'll take $5.89.
Yeah. Give me anything.
It's like 0.589 right now, right?
So, right.
Yeah, prophecy's been fulfilled. The tarot cards are right. It's all good.
Yeah, what's Litecoin at? $69. I'll take 60.
Yeah.
So we're basically waiting. We're basically waiting for the. We're basically waiting for the bull season to start. It's just we want bull market, but I honestly think it's a long way off.
Well, but look at this, Steak. I mean, Dave, go back at the charts and you look every time after each Bitcoin halving. Once that happens, it's pretty much that's it. It's up only. So is this time different to where that doesn't happen
it's
after
different this time.
I mean, because
it could be.
It is different this time.
And maybe it is. I don't know.
I could think that it's. Put it this way.
I think people are just conditioned to expect that things that happened in the past happen again in the future. I'm not saying that it's not like a bullish event, because I agree, but I just think there's forces in play here that just want to grab the entire fucking market. Look, they didn't mind crashing the whole fucking world economy in 2008 and gave the dude a fucking Nobel Prize just to make a buck. We're talking about guys that don't have a problem with blowing a financial nuke up your ass in order to make money. And we're still thinking they're giving handouts and it's a charity event. These are the biggest cocksuckers in the world. I mean, look, why do we think that all of those people that are still in those positions in Wall Street, why do we think that they're just going to hand us a few million a price on Bitcoin and then we're going to do a 100 or 1,000x without actually having to spend some time and some research into it. Be in self-custody, wait it out a little bit, and follow the news like a fucking hawk. That's
let me
it.
answer.
That's
Let me
what you
answer
gotta
that
do.
question. Let me answer that question. As he well put it, tradition. Tradition. That's what. That's why. When they asked him about gold,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It's tradition.
It was
yeah,
him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one.
Tradition.
Of them. I can't remember which one it was. It's just traditionally held by central banks. Is all. Yeah, it's just tradition.
Tradition.
Yeah.
Oh, get the hell are you talking?
Yeah, that was what's his name asking
Bernie.
Ben Bernanke.
No, Bernanke.
Probably Ron Paul.
Yeah, it was
Bernanke,
Ron Paul.
yeah.
It was Ron Paul.
Yeah.
Tradition.
I was thinking Rand, but Rand
Nah,
is his son's
Rand,
name.
Rand's not the. Ron Paul's the legit deal. Rand Paul's he's okay, you know, in the modern day. But Ron Paul's the dude, man. That's who should have been president, you know, in 2012 or whatever.
That's why he wasn't.
Exactly.
Well, the same thing with Ross
Why would you
Perot.
want to have a president that can think instead of a president that just does what the system wants?
Right.
It's just, you know, it's not about the presidency as a role anymore. The president, I'd say that if you get rid of the role of president,
it's the new CEO.
look, if the role of president is gone, the whole fucking country would still run. Probably
Exactly.
better.
Look at right now.
I actually think
Perfect
that
example right now. You call that guy running? Trip? I mean,
Well, he's
what's his
falling.
name? Trip?
He's not running.
I mean,
who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Third base.
His nickname's Trip. I mean, Joe.
Trippy.
I mean,
It's Corn Pop.
really? He's making
this guy
decisions.
kicks dogs. I mean, he kicks
Corn
dogs
Pop
and
was a
nobody talks
bad
about it,
dude.
you know? Mofo kicks his own dog. What's wrong with this guy?
I like it's like when my hair rises up on my legs when I'm in the pool.
Yeah,
right?
when the little girls like
with the
legs.
cockroaches.
Yeah, they
you
like
know?
come up and touch my legs and
That sounds like a Javier saying or something.
Good
Oh
Lord.
shit! No,
It's just a sad state of affairs, man.
It is. It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Can you imagine all the old historians? You know, what was it? Buckley and all these people that used to do the news trying to fucking explain it. Yeah.
My question would be, when is it? My question is, when is it enough? Like, when is it enough?
Right. When's it enough for people to where it's like, okay, I'm done with this. I can't anymore. I can't do this anymore. Well, you know, you still got to pay your taxes. You know, you still got to pay your property tax.
Oh, yeah. Some things don't change, Clint.
You know, and it's like, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. I can't focus on politics, you know, even though that influences certain things in my life and takes more of my money. And, you know, I can't focus on that. You know, I got other things to deal with, you know, so they go out and play around and do their own thing. And, you know, it just keeps on going. It just keeps on. Hey, 50 trillion. Bring it. Bring it.
Yeah.
50.
Big
60.
old
What
50,
the fuck?
foam finger 50.
Oh, man.
Let's have a party. Let's have a celebration.
America.
Okay. Here's an easy one for most. Before or after will we hit 50 trillion with Blindave's hitting 1,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
Or
I'd love to take that bet.
I know which way I'm betting. I bet when we hit 50 trillion before David.
1,000.
We can make it interesting.
Hey, Dave, I'm wondering though, can you put like money into YouTube to get more subscribers as like advertisement? Is that possible?
Yes, there are ways you can do that. I'm not doing that.
No, he's doing
I know.
Organically, you know. And
right.
just
I
to
want to
prove a
see
point.
what numbers truly are, not what, you know, paying people to advertise and retweet and all of this other stuff. I get it. I get that kind of stuff all the time. You know, pay me $15 and I'll retweet. And it's like, for what? You know,
Steak,
like,
you're going to have to take over if all of us, I don't think I'll make it. before Dave hits 1,000. Me or Cliff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Dave,
I'll
but if
carry it.
not, you're gonna just carry the
I
damn fucking torch.
I think
Because,
it's going to be my son.
yeah, I'm just saying. He gets one and he loses
I've even
three.
got other people. I've got other people with channels saying it's not possible. How do you only have so many views? And I'm like, well, the thing is that I have the hours. You know, that's it's usually the other way around. Usually people get the subscribers, but they don't have hours. I have hours, but no subscribers.
But here's your
What
problem,
gives?
Dave. Here's what gives. You got to have the picture of the splash screen at the front. And it's like Bitcoin going to 1 million.
I can pay for that. I know exactly what app to use for that.
You know what I mean? And that's, you know, and it's clickbait. You know, you got to have the.
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Are we saying stuff that is not allowed to go up into an algorithm?
Yeah, I guess. Look, there's no way he gets 3 people. And I call it. He gets 3 people. Then by tomorrow, he's lost 2 people. And everybody listens to the damn show. I don't know.
Hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell, subscribe, do all those things, unsubscribe,
Turn off your seat, rub your head, rub your belly and your head at the same time.
Yes. Quit watching Dogman and Sasquatch videos on YouTube and watch Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of Sasquatches on the show.
Hmm.
Just say.
Back here somewhere. Here for Sasquatch. There we go.
Yeah,
Sasquatches. Here.
It is what it is. Yeah, okay.
Sasquatch says Bitcoin 1 million this cycle.
Yeah.
I actually think if in this cycle, Bitcoin is going to surpass 1 million easily.
When's the cycle end? By when? July of next year? Is that what
You know,
you're
like the 4-year cycle, right? Like,
yeah.
You know.
Do you think it ends like around July of next year?
No, we need more click.
Yeah,
I
probably.
need more
But
click.
I don't think it goes past.
I would honestly, I think even 10 million Bitcoin is possible.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say it's not going over 100,000 this cycle. I'll just be that massive contrarian.
Great.
God damn
I
it!
think
Now
we'll
I'm
reach
a
that
betting
easily.
man. Clint said something.
We're
betting.
putting spreads.
It's going over. It's going to at least 500.
Isn't that a no-brainer though? Over 100,000 this cycle. Who wouldn't bet on that? Who wouldn't bet on that? Everybody.
I think it's going to go over 1 million easily. But I think if it can get 1 million, it can easily get 2 million too. I mean, the amount of funds that get allocated in order to get over 100K, then if they're going to use it as like a percentage of their portfolio, then why would they only stick with like 1%?
Steak, we just printed more trillions. We just printed more trillions, Steak. And we don't go up on our price, so it doesn't matter. There is no correlation with what we are doing.
All right,
I'm not worried about us at all. What I'm worried about is the average Joe. That's what I'm worried about, because with so much printing, some things will get even worse, man.
Well, it's getting worse.
And back to the person who said, well, why are you only going to take 1 million? I'm sorry. What's
that buy? Bubble gum?
Right. What would you like? And it's like, don't you understand that this is the system we're moving into?
Hmm.
You know, I mean, what else can scale?
Well, you'll go back there. You'll get some.
Well, what else can scale? That's the whole question, right?
Only a
few. $1 million is fucking goddamn a year's worth of DoorDash for you.
A year?
Maybe.
It's got to
no,
be.
Well,
I need a lifetime membership.
If you eat caviar the entire time, you know, you can do.
No, at the beginning, yeah.
But
at the end, they'll be eating Fritos.
Why do these people hold nothing and expect me to give them everything? It's not yours.
That's how it is. It's like you're
Santa Claus.
Yeah. Caste warfare.
You want to know for sure because
high
it's
cash.
not fair.
Right, it's not fair that you have that much. You didn't pay
Yeah,
your
why
fair
should
share.
you?
Pay your fair
What did you
share.
do for it? You
What did
risked
I
your
do
ass?
for it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
You
I
risked
did.
your ass?
I went and I busted my ass for 5 years at a part-time job no one else would do. Because it was the only fucking job I could get being blind, degree and all. No one would hire me. So I went and I did 5 years at a job no one else I know would do. And then I took every dollar of that and I invested that into crypto, and that's how I did it.
And I agree with you, but
well, that's great. But
you didn't build that. You know, you didn't.
Yeah.
Those roads. You didn't.
You think it's easy being a flurry? You think it's easy being a flurry? It ain't easy being a flurry in today's day.
Oh,
there's 2 or 3 guys.
It's a furry.
Furry. Oh, flurry. Well, the flurry is the one
it's a flurry of furries.
Disrespectful.
You know I'm gonna get the shit wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, they get the shit wrong all the time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
flurry,
why
it's a snowflake.
Why do I have to pay the taxes on something to give you?
Because you
want to know the real answer because you can.
Move to California. Move to California where we can pay. Everybody gets health care now. You know, everybody else pays for health care.
Only if you're an immigrant.
Get health care. Yeah. If you're an illegal.
Yeah.
If you're an alien, but if you're part of the system, if you're a citizen, you lose. If you're a citizen,
you lose.
But the thing is, though, all those immigrants will suddenly be part of the system because they're registered, and the healthcare system will not, pay everything for them completely. So welcome to the American fucking market. That's just going to prey on you.
And now you're looking at healthcare. Look what's happening. You've got, I can't get into the doctor's appointment for 6 months. It's just like the Canadian system. Well, I can't get in. Well, we've got these beds. If you can't wait that long, get in the bed. We'll put some gas on you and you just check out. Listen to your favorite music and then you're done. And I mean, and that's what it is. You all think you're going to get a handout. You ain't going to get a handout. The only handout that you're going to get is open the bed, get in the bed, and go to sleep.
Yeah, Dave, go make some more money. Go get some more money in crypto. Take bigger risks. I need you to take bigger risks because somebody's got to pay for this shit.
Well, and then
why should they?
Listen, hey, we're going to 2 million Bitcoin. If you got 1 Bitcoin, well, now you owe, like a couple million in taxes because it's unrealized gains because you didn't sell. You shouldn't be able to hold that. You should be putting.
Well, what is it? What is it that you said, Dave? Unregistered or on what?
Unrealized gains.
Unrealized. Fuck yeah. We're gonna get if you don't take your money out, we're still gonna fucking tax you. Yeah. Because we're gonna go with unrealized.
Well, and you know why? And you know why?
Losses in Litecoin.
Oh shit.
And you know why? Because fuck you. That's why.
Because fuck you. Because my boy said it. My other boy. Elon.
And that's exactly why I have multiple wallets with multiple different amounts. And because if one wallet is ever compromised, you don't lose it all. Well, same in this by the overreach of our fearless leaders. So if suddenly you want unrealized gains, well, who owns this wallet?
Right.
I have no fucking clue.
I donated that to a church. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Who owns this wallet? I don't know. When's the last time it had any activity? 1,500 days ago. Okay.
The crazy thing is,
but Coinbase wants me to re-up my KYC and all of this stuff. Look,
damn right.
if they lost that shit, if they lost that shit from 2014 and after all the saga of 2017 with them and supporting you and for your rights and all of this, it's all bullshit. It's all of it's bullshit. It's like, if you lost that, great. I'm not renewing.
Well, let me ask you a serious question. Let me ask you a serious question, Dave.
Put your Bitcoin
how do you
ETF, it'll be fine.
Yeah. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night?
I go rip sheetrock out and then I work myself until I'm fucking spinning. And then I just get so worn out and I just go lay down and pass out.
Well,
okay. I just close my eyes.
Then I wake up and it's coffee 30.
You're not paying your share.
Yeah, you're not paying your. Look, ask Clint. Clint, is he paying his fair share? No. How much they take it? 30%? That's not enough. Take 50. Take 50. Dude, you were sitting on your butt when you did that. You just
No,
risked a little bit.
It's 37% under a trust in capital gains. An individual only pays 20% in capital gains above 450,000. You pay 0 in capital gains on the first 52,000. So everyone that I hear telling me facts and figures, oh, well, then it's a taxable event. Okay, did you trade more than 52,000 fucking dollars? I doubt it. If you're worried about taxes and you haven't taken taxes, you haven't paid any taxes.
Well, Dave, if you're worried about taxes, Dave, you should have been a politician.
Well, no, I'm worried about paying taxes. I'm worried about taxation without representation. That's what I'm more concerned with. And why am I going to pay someone 37% when I can go pay $2,000 to any estate attorney to then go change it to not change it, but under the under a trust, under the umbrella of the trust, I can then form an S corp and run many different businesses, and one of which to run the capital gains through. Then I only pay 21% versus 37%. So, whereas, an individual would only have to pay 20% above 450,000.
So guys,
when you're talking big money like that, you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars for nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You're paying your fair share.
So if you want to be rich,
the government help other people.
Yes.
Help.
Yeah. If you want to be rich, guys, you ain't rich till you double rich. You want $1 million? You need to take out 2 million. You need to make 2. Basically, after all said and done, go ahead and make 2 million.
Use the example of, we just, you see the lotto numbers, what was it? $824 million. Somebody won a lotto ticket in Michigan. What was it? An hour north of Detroit. Somebody at a mom and pop shop bought a lotto ticket, Mega Millions, whatever it is, 824 million. And they're like, oh my gosh, one person won 824 million. Then they say, well, if they take the lump sum, it's like 450 million. Like, wait a minute, where'd that almost 400 million go? Well, that goes back to the state. And then you pay your taxes on that 450 million. You might come away with like 250 million. Oh, isn't that enough? No, but wait, where'd the other money go? Did it go to the educational system? Did it go to, what did it go to? Did it go to building the wall?
Don't be silly.
No, it went to
don't be silly.
What grift that they got going on.
Yeah, don't be silly. You know that. That goes to the right people that deserve it.
You greedy bastard. You should be able to live on that. All that other money, forget about it. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
It's the biggest scam in the world, man. This Ponzi scheme money system that we have. It's been in existence for now over 110 years. Give me a break.
Tell me how you really feel, Clint, because I like when you talk. I've missed your shows.
I know.
I've missed your shows.
I need to make some more videos because I'm just like kind of get a little angry, but it's just like, what a scam. I mean, that money's going somewhere, that energy's flowing somewhere, and it's not to anything that benefits us. Absolutely.
Nothing.
Oh, but wait, it gets better.
Look at the pricksters. Chicago, Mr. Sausage King of Chicago, to coin Charlie G's term, for our governor here in Illinois, prickster. Oh, wait, his cousin was named in the Epstein files.
Wasn't that Ferris Bueller?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's where it comes from. But yeah, that's what's funny.
The Sausage King.
Yeah, I got a video taken down because I was bad-mouthing prickster, and I got a strike. But it's just, I mean, look at
serves you right
where it comes from. And, they go back to Ukraine, it goes back to, and all the money. And then, here they are owning all the Hyatt Regencies, and all the businesses, and now we got a governor in Illinois that's part of the family.
Right.
And we got, his sister is, head of some Harvard board or some stuff, where we got a lying freaking president that just resigned of Harvard, for plagiarism. It's like, this is the world we live in. There's no respect. There's no decency. There's no honor. It's all about, hey, that 600 million.
Well, you're doing it wrong, Clint.
Yeah, exactly. You're not playing the game.
You're doing it wrong. Go ask Buffett. Look, go ask Buffett. Buffett Buffett pays less than the secretary.
Absolutely. He says, well, I only take a $50,000 salary. Huh.
Come on.
52,000. Interesting.
Yeah.
But you know, he gets to fly in all the helicopters and go eat free ice cream cones and, you know, and tell everybody how to live after 9/11. Everybody goes to Omaha, you know, where Buffett's at and have the big meeting, you know, so they can retool the system and bring in, you know, the Patriot Act, bring in, you know, the total enslavement of America with FEMA, with TSA, where they pat you down. Meanwhile, we got all these people coming from the South. They got their own line in the airports. Oh, no, this is just for the, you know, the people with no IDs. They can go through this one. Don't have to go through checkpoints. It's just for you slaves here in America. Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah, it's all
Damn
good.
right.
Deal with
Well,
it.
and-
Love it.
and-
Love it.
and-
America.
And speaking
What
of
makes you so
rules,
special, Clint?
Yeah.
What- and
Losers,
what-
slave.
You loser.
and what makes it even more ironic is the rules for me and the rules for thee, right?
Yeah.
Is that riddle me this, Batman. Why does Al Sharpton owe over $5 million in back taxes, but you come after my fucking trust and you seize my fucking checking accounts
Right out
in
of
the
the checking
trust
account. That's
on the
Why
back
you gotta go
taxes.
there, Dave? Why you gotta throw my other boy Al Sharpton under the bus?
Because he still owes $5 million for the last
Yeah.
several years, but yet you
Yeah.
seize my account. You didn't just try to take your money. No, you tried to dissolve my trust.
Yeah, they try to.
You're
That-
doing
that-
it wrong.
You're
'cause
not for my protection.
You're not going to the country club, brother. You're not.
Yeah.
Remember Tim Geithner? Remember him when he came in as Treasury Secretary? And it's like, well, it was a like tax act or, you know, TurboTax or whatever, Quicken. All they effed
Is
it up
that the
by
one
now.
that just did the loops as his signature?
Yeah, something like that. And so he owed a bunch of money, you know, as Treasury Secretary to the IRS. It's like, oh no, it was an accounting error. I mean, these people, again, who's in jail? Javier, I go back to that. Who got thrown in jail?
Nobody.
You'd be in jail. Okay. I feel
Look,
like John
Clint-
Travolta in that meme.
Look, Clint, to be honest, you think they're gonna let a guy in a t-shirt and some fucking sandals and shorts go into a fucking into that big nightclub? I mean, into that country club?
Right. That's what it is in that casino. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go into that casino like that.
Come on.
Come
you can't
on,
do
wearing
that.
that fucking ridiculous DigiByte glasses?
Oh, looks silly. You look
Huh,
silly.
you're embarrassed the damn crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this
Yeah,
is how
you're
I'm
not-
gonna
you're
look.
not
This is
part
how
of
I'm gonna
them.
Look at the Litecoin Summit, so deal with it. Going to Nashville in July.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorts.
I'll tell you what. I don't even want to go down that road. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
no, I mean, you know, it's just you see everything getting hijacked. Everything gets hijacked. And, you know, and everybody gives lip service to everything. Meanwhile, we got hordes like, you know, the Roman Empire falling. You know, bring in the hordes, bring in the hordes. You know, take everything. You know, we'll give you everything. We'll sell off everything that we have, all the resources, and it's okay. And everybody's okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
You know,
at least we're gonna get a new president. You know, I don't know who it's gonna be. He's gonna fix everything. Yeah, it's gonna be Trump 2.0, and we'll spend $7-8 trillion, you know, in debt. You know, in the first administration because of you know,
we gotta straighten out the mess.
No, now we're
We
gonna
gotta.
$30 trillion in debt because we're going to rebuild the FBI and make a DC great again.
Now, wasn't it Obama that mentioned that it was irresponsible of $9 trillion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
Oh, come on. What an idiot.
But
that
yet,
was.
you go back and you look at previous monetary policy and you look at every previous president. With every president, the debt doubled.
Because it has to, because it's a Ponzi scheme. Because, you know, you need more debt.
That's how fiat works.
Debt. That's how
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the fiat Ponzi.
So
I mean,
the only question I would ask, the only question I would ask is they always blow something up in the US. You guys are good at blowing shit up. You're not only good at shooting guns, you're also good at blowing shit up. So just hear me
That's
out.
because
Just hear me
China
out. Just
sells
a
us
second.
firecrackers.
Hear me
That's
out.
because
Hear me
China
out.
sells
Just a
us
second.
firecrackers. That's
Hear me
right.
out. Just a second. So whether it's the .com bubble that you blow up, or the real estate bubble, or your twin towers, or your healthcare with the COVID shots, I'm just asking. When we're going from 34 to 50 T, and we'll probably see 100 T even at some point in our lifetimes, because that's double, you know. So it's only double. So what are you going to blow up next? pension funds,
Well,
real
no,
estate again,
no, they did
the
it
whole
wrong.
system.
They
Hey,
did it
that's a
wrong.
surprise.
They did it wrong.
That's a big surprise.
Are they going to blow up the White House?
Hey, we can't tell you our secrets. That's a surprise. But I can tell you this, it's gonna
Go
be
ahead, then.
big.
Keep your secrets.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Put it this, it's gonna be
I
as
think it's going to
big
be
as
Canada.
tomorrow's Westwood show tomorrow, because I feel him venting. I feel him starting to. His blood pressure is getting up a little high. He's getting a little bit flustered and red in the face. He wants to do a show tomorrow where he's going to get banned.
But you know what? I'm not going to take blood pressure pills. I'm not going to go to the pharmaceutical. I'm not going to be in line for the doctor to get all that stuff. It's like, no, I can do that. I can handle that all on my own.
Yeah, he's going to do it like a man.
Exactly.
He's going to do
I'm going to take it in the chops. I'm going to take it in the groin. I'm going to take it in the kneecaps. Doesn't matter. I'm going to fall back.
I'm going to blow shit up like a man. I like that.
He's going to blow shit up like a man. Tomorrow is going to be a great show on Westwood. Watch it early. Make sure to notify.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
If we're just a little bit of financial thing just before we leave, and Dave has got the ended at 2 hours, we are seeing the U.S. bonds already. You know, the Treasury is already going up with 5%, and that might not break the economy, and maybe not a little bit at 7%, but if it's going to rise even more. If it goes over 5%, you might have like mortgages on 7%, but eventually shit's gonna crack, and it's just not fucking sustainable at all.
Yeah,
so for us in commodities, it's a great market.
No,
mortgages
you're right.
are currently 7% and 8% right now.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing: I've looked at housing. I look at housing all the time because
how many years?
Oh my
30.
God!
Yeah, but look at 10.
Mortgage.
Look at when 10 goes to 7.
No, we look 30 and up. 30, 60, 90 years.
Give me a 50. Why not?
They discussed a 50-year. They discussed a 50-year mortgage.
They discussed 50-year infinity mortgage too. You
know, we got 15 on our cars.
It's from the Avengers, Infinity Stones, Infinity mortgages.
We have 15 years on our cars. Come on.
I think they're going to lower the rate for mortgages to babies. Now babies can get mortgages. Babies can get mortgages now.
Why not?
Hell yeah, anybody.
Straight out of the womb. Straight out of the womb. You sign it with the.
Well, why not? Illegals can get them, so why can't we do that? They're owed that.
Right.
You know what? That would at least be a little bit fair.
Wouldn't that be funny? If you have a kid, you're pregnant as an American woman, you get the kid in Mexico, and then you register it in the U.S. as an illegal immigrant, and then you get health care.
Yeah. Why not?
And then they offer that as reparations. They put you further in debt. How fucking sick.
Oh yeah, they're sick vampires. That's all they are.
Wow.
Sick vampires. Just realize what you're dealing with. I mean, understand that. Try and figure out a way to get out of it. But
honestly, I don't understand it. I really don't. I just see a perversion. I see a sadism. I see egotistical nature. That's it.
It's good that you see it because a lot of people don't. You know, the Epstein list.
No, here they don't see it.
How the fuck can you not see it?
Steak. Here they don't see it.
Why the fuck can't you see it?
I don't know. Westwood sees it because he drinks whiskey.
Yes.
Blinddave sees it because I don't know what the fuck. He just sees it.
I think we see it because we don't watch CNBC.
Yeah, we don't want. I'm not a TV.
Why are all those acronyms always in freeze?
Yeah, because of the magic number 3, right? They like to pervert the Trinity and all that. You know, they like to, put all that on its head and transform the world in their own image.
The last acronym that they created with 4 letters was FEMA, another 4-letter F word.
FISA, there's another good one.
FDIC.
Yeah, right.
CBDC.
Yeah, but those
CFTC.
were created before
CFTC,
FEMA.
Yeah.
So the last one created was FEMA. You know.
We've
you
been
got to be from New Orleans to accept that joke.
Exactly. We've been living with that for 20 years. Hey, let's blow up the infrastructure in New Orleans. You know, what better opportunity of Katrina? You know?
Yeah, it's just so fucking nuts that you give so much money to Ukraine, but you don't build up your own cities that have been, dealing with like
You know why,
natural
Steak?
events. You know, you
We
got
aren't
like, why didn't you
selfish.
give money to Hawaii? Why didn't you give money to New Orleans? I don't get it.
Because we ain't selfish.
Whatever.
No, we're going to give
Because
it to
we gotta
another
give-
country.
We got to give money to Haiti. I mean, the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
They can
How else are
smuggle
we
all the
going to?
resources out? Yeah.
We're not selfish. We like to
Well,
give.
where
we
else
like
are you
give
going to get the
other
children
people.
from that for Epstein Island? You know.
Well, it's just a little boat ride down the waterway. A little submarine. Ghislaine
It's
Maxwell
coming.
was a submarine pilot. Did you know that? She could float submarines.
Yeah, that's
You know who
fucking
her
weird,
dad
isn't it?
was? Who her dad
Wow.
was?
They have a
Connections?
fucking
Wow.
submarine port.
Huh.
That's so
Right.
fucking weird, man.
Huh.
I know.
Exactly.
And then
It's so
you've
fucking weird.
you've
How
got,
rich.
You've got Biden's brother that
Wow.
owned an island very nearby Epstein Island, and it's like, okay, yeah, in the waterways, just maritime law, let's just float along. Nobody's got control, jurisdiction. Let's just go ahead and do what we want to do. The real asset is not the money; it's the ability, it's the commodities. And what are the commodities? Maybe it's real flesh and blood. We're the flesh and blood. We're the commodity. All of it. So you got to look at it that way. We're in a spiritual war is really what it comes down to. And you've got to understand that. And if you don't understand that, and you think everything that you see in front of you is real, all the pensions, all the fake money, 34 trillion, soon to be 50 trillion that they create.
It's all nuts, man. It's all nuts. But there's so few. There is few people that understand it. I get it.
There
but
are.
They must understand at least that the system is fucking rigged and not working for them. Everyone feels that in their bones, but they just don't know. Most people don't even know what inflation is, because when you look in the dictionary, you get a completely different description.
Right?
Well, yeah, but no, it isn't actually. If you look in
it's not. It's monetary inflation that's causing.
No. If you look at like if you look at the description of inflation in the dictionary decades ago, like I think in the 60s or 70s, so that's already more than half a century ago.
Here in America now, so we take books off
right.
the shelf, so.
You know what used to be the old definition of inflation? Printing of money. Was that simple?
That's inflation. It's monetary inflation.
That was the definition.
Yeah, we like to change the definition of the words.
We like to change the definition.
But it doesn't change the condition.
Everything. It's
Yeah. Ask Bill Clinton what is.
Yes.
I think, when they said, did you have sexual relationships?
Well,
what's is? Is.
It depends on what the meaning of is.
I never
had sexual relations with that
woman. I did not have sexual relations.
Oh, wait. Blowjobs don't count. Yeah, blowjobs don't count.
I've still got that.
Define sexual relations. I mean, come on.
Define it. Because
You really think that Monica was the only one? And you know what the weird shit is?
They trucked him in.
She was the actual victim, and everyone in the United States was like, you know what? She's the victim. Let's just ruin her life.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did the whole fucking mass media in the United States ruin Monica Lewinsky? Because she pissed off someone powerful, and they made sure that she was just fucking ruined for life. Yeah. That woman has been shed on by everyone, because apparently they are all in the know. I don't know, but it's weird as fuck.
It's not.
Let me break it to you. He wasn't the first president that had extracurricular activity in that fucking White House.
Mr. President.
I'm gonna say.
You sure Marilyn Monroe never sucked his dick? Fuck that shit. Of course she did.
Yeah.
Everyone knew it.
Kept it in the family.
When she sang that song, everyone knew it for sure.
He got his head blown off.
I'm just saying, the show's getting kind of deep now, Blind. Let's keep going.
It's like a
I don't know.
Conversation.
No.
It's like balls deep. It's like balls deep.
Yeah, it's just balls deep. Right now, you're just right there.
Well, that's better than Biden's deep.
Yeah. Exactly. No,
what's with the whole? Is this a deep fake or not? I have to ask, since you people are Americans. I gotta ask. So the whole thing about sometimes you get fake news and you kind of get you don't know what to believe, right? So don't forgive me. So the whole child sniffing thing with Biden, is that real?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
You look at him when he was still the vice president and the senator, in charge of the Senate, the whatever, the deciding vote. I mean, when the new Congress people came in, I mean, even Mitch McConnell, go look at that. He's got an Asian wife, and she was part of, Trump's administration. But I mean, you look at the kids, the grandkids that came in, he's like, oh yeah, it's so good. And he's feeling them up and hugging on them and sniffing them. And it's like, seriously? I mean,
I don't understand kissing your daughter on the lips. I just don't get that.
Well, look at her diary where they used to take showers
Well,
together.
I get it
Yeah,
when it's a
the
baby
showers
or
are
when it's a
something
small
weird.
child. It's not unheard of if it's non-sexual. It's not unheard of, but it depends on how old she is. At some point, you kiss the cheek or the forehead.
Right.
I mean, it's just
like, can you get away with? I mean, think about that. If you do that in the public, and if you do that, in a scenario where you're doing the things that Biden does, I mean, you're like, man, this guy's a freaking pervert. Oh no, he's president. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
No worries. He's just an old guy.
But you do realize that the president used to be the symbol of your entire fucking country,
well,
right?
and it is. It's the symbol of the absolute decline and fall of Babylon, the fall of the Roman Empire. That's where we're at. I mean, it's just hey, why not play a fiddle while we're at it, Biden? Because that's where we're at.
Yeah, I just question:
are
the fiddles still playing as the stern goes beneath the sea? So,
well,
I'm not on that. I got a nice little spot up on that dinghy up there. I'm not on the Titanic no more.
Exactly. Get out while you can. Find a way out. And that's what we're talking about.
Well, look, I guess it's 2 hours, 10 minutes. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to keep going, or you want?
I can still go on. I don't have to quit yet.
Closing.
You want to make it a super show?
Close it off. I did my super show on New Year's Eve, like 4 hours. So, I don't know if I can handle that, but we can pick it up next week.
All right, guys. Well, this has been Let's Hash It Out, episode 27. I had to look again real quick.
DigiByte.
Yeah. And y'all subscribe. Get these previous videos, go back, share them out there. We have the numbers, we don't have the subscribers. So at 1,000 subscribers, $100 worth of DigiByte, now 133. It could be yours. So yeah, with that, y'all go make it a day.
Hello, how are you?
Love you all. Bye.
Doing good.
Thank you.